Hey, y'all, what's going on? All right, y'all. So, it's raining over here, so hopefully we can get this thing going. Cause if it keeps thundering and stuff, I'm be hopping on off here. But for now, we are in the clear. I hope everybody has their journals out. I was trying to get a little head start on my planner that I did not do. So I'm up here trying to pull that together. But let's go ahead and get started. As I said, where I am currently, it's raining and thundering, and I'm, not about that life for real. So, hey, everybody popping in. So we are gonna go ahead and get started. I did cheat on y'all today, and I started this page. I was sitting in the bed, and I started just doodling and drawing a word out. And this is actually going to start tying into what quarter 3 is going to be all about. Hey, everybody popping in. Quarter 3. Yeah, I'm trying to run ahead. Quarter 2. So this is a preview to what quarter 2 will be about. If you have been following me for a while, you know that quarter 1 was about purring, finding our peace, unplugging, and relaxing, okay? Oh, hey, how are you? Thanks for following. So as I said, in quarter 1, we talked about finding our peace, unplugging, and relaxing. And everything that we learn on here is going to build upon the next thing. So we're not going to cut out purring. We're going to keep purring, but now we are going to add the word bold, okay? So let's talk about bold. Yeah, my mom actually let me borrow this book, and I now know that I'm going to have to buy it. I started reading it today, and it's so cute and funny. It's a cool little book. It's an easy read. So we're going to do bold. And so how bold is going to tie into quarter 2. In quarter 1, we were finding our peace, unplugging and relaxing, and we were paying attention to the goals that we set, right? People did vision boards. You said, this is what I want to do in 2019. A lot of you all said, new year, new me. I know how I feel about that. I feel like you should be building on to each year and not starting over. So those were the things that we were focusing on, right? Well, now we're going into quarter 2, which means at least 90 days, give or take. At the end of this week, we'll have passed by, right? So how much have you accomplished within those 3 months? And if you did not, what are you willing to do to make sure that you can start checking out those things that you set into motion, right? Or that you would like to set into motion. And in order for that to happen, you have to be bold. You can't be timid about the things you want to see checked off. Yes, you may be nervous a little bit and you don't know how things are going to turn out, but it's time to go to another gear. So it's time to get bold about those things. So this is what bold is going to be about. And each letter will stand for a word. Y'all just can't have that yet. I can't give you everything, but this is where we will be. So again, it's all about being bold. What are you willing to be bold about? What are those things that you want to see occur in 2019? And so, my focus is we should focus on family, me time, and work. Not just work, not just family. You have to learn how to incorporate all of those aspects. And that is how your journal bulks up. And that's how you build within your journal, okay? So the word of tonight, y'all, will be bold. So somewhere in your journal, go ahead and write it down. You can write it big, you can write it small. It's totally up to you. And yes, Beverly, the lives stay up. The only time I take them down is if it just looks really, really grainy. I'm not going to keep them up. So again, like I said, y'all, I started this in the bed. I was sitting in the bed watching YouTube, and I told y'all a lot of times I will journal wherever I am. So I had some pens upstairs and some highlighters, and I was like, oh, well, let me do this. And this is actually a doll that will be released in the shop this Friday. So this will be a part of the Be Bold collection. Now with the purr dolls, I did take the purr dolls out, but I will still have some things that talk about purr, and you'll be able to use stickers. It just won't be the Afro doll, if that makes sense, okay? All right, so we want to get started, and we want to figure out our motivation for this week. So if you were new to this video, we do Monday motivation every Monday. And what we do with that is, if you did not have the greatest Monday start, we come and we chat and we say, what do we need to do to make sure the rest of this week has some kind of momentum and we can find that balance that we need again, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'll be honest, today, Monday, was just, yeah, it was all over the place. I was productive and then I wasn't productive. Like, I was up, then I was down. So it was just kind of like a seesaw effect. So I'm like, yeah, I need to get it all the way together. Now, when I do my motivational Monday pages, it's to carry me throughout the entire week. So with that being said, somewhere on here, I want to make sure that I write the week that we're in. My week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday. If your week starts Sunday, it ends on, what would that be? Sunday, Monday? I don't know. Y'all know what I mean. You start it wherever you need to start it, okay? So I'm going to go in, and I'm using, y'all use this pen so much that the writing is rubbing off. This is a Big Intensity fine point pen. That is what I did this with right here. And then I'm just going to write the week that we are in. So this is the last week in quarter one, okay? So we are also going to focus on this week a quarter recap. Quarter recaps are eye-opening because it makes us focus on the things that we did do. And it also makes us focus on the things that we did not do. And you want to be honest with both sides. You don't want to just show everything that went right and you didn't show the things that went wrong, because you want to be able to evaluate those things that went wrong or did not go the way that you want. Are those things that you still need to work on, or are those things that you just need to trash and leave in quarter one, and then you revamp some things that you want to see done in quarter two? So this week is the 25th through the 31st. So the neat thing about April is actually starting on a Monday, a fresh start. It's going to be a Monday, April 1st. So we will be rolling into the new quarter. Now, with that also being said, next month I will be doing a journal prompt series, and that series is going to be on friendship. I did a friendship series, I believe now 2 years ago. If anybody is on here that did the journal prompts with me at that time, let me know. I'm almost certain it was about 2 years ago. So we are going to revisit that, and that will be a whole month of journal prompts. That will actually be available for purchase as a download. I will not post that like every day on Instagram. You'll have access to that download for a month. I mean, not a month, for a week. After that week, I will take that actual link for purchase down. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. Please try not to share the link with your friends. I know how we do, but yeah, let's not. Just support the store, get the prompts, and we will kind of do some of those prompts along on the channel when I go live, but I won't do every single prompt because that won't be fair to the people that purchased it for their journal sessions, okay? All right, so we have the dates. Now, this book is called Brave Enough. Again, like, my mom is always on time. She's like, oh, I got this cute little book. I think you'll like it. And she was like, all right, just let them know that it does have some colorful language in it. So this book may not be for you. If you're okay with colorful language here and there inside of a book, then it will be for you. If you do think this is something that you want to invest in, it's $11. I have the link in the description, and it is an affiliate link, which means I do get a small percentage if you buy it from that link. And it's something that you can add to your library. I even have to go buy my own because she said, remember where I got this book from, okay? So I have to give it back. But I started reading it when I did this. I just pulled this out and I was like, oh, cool. So I'm already, so I read the first couple of pages, the introduction, and I am, let's see, this is where I started. I stopped today. So when I get off of here, I'm pretty sure by the time I go to sleep, y'all, I'll be here. It's a super easy read. I even like the structure of the book. It's not your traditional font in the books that's going to be all the same. It switches as you go through. But what I liked was this little quote right here. Nobody's going to do your life for you. I thought that was really cool, and it kind of ties into what we'll be doing in quarter two, which means we're going to be bold about the things that we want to see happen. And with that being said, nobody can get you to your goal if you don't start. Now, that doesn't mean that no one can assist you and help you in certain areas, but in essence, you have to set the tone for your goal. You have to set the motivation. You have to say, this is what I'm going to do. You have to set the plans, and you have to put them in motion. It's no different than my word of the year. My word of the year is intentional. However, if I don't have action behind the intent is just there, and I have it written down, but I haven't made any movement. So you want to make sure with your goals, you're moving. You're putting some action behind those things. So for me, this is going to be my quote for the week. Nobody's going to do your life for you. If you have any quotes, y'all know I like to see different quotes drop in the comment section, because there are several people that will be on the live. They'll drop in, drop out. There'll be people that watch it after, and your quote may be fitting to what they have going on right now in their life. So if you have a quote that you like that spoke to you today, go ahead and drop it in the comment section, and we can all learn something from each other. I'm a very interactive type person, so I do like when we talk to each other and it doesn't feel like I'm talking to myself. So if you're comfortable typing, type away. As long as it's within reason and respect, we are good to go. So again, I'm going to do nobody's going to do life for you. So that's going to be my quote of the week. And so what this does is, you want something that if you're not feeling it, you're not having a day, you can flip back to your page in your journal and say, what did I tell myself on Monday? Let me get out of my own way. Because a lot of times when things aren't working, y'all, we're in our own way. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be faced with challenges and stuff, and you won't be tried, because you will. However, you also have to make sure that you examine when you're a part of the problem, and you can check yourself. I am open to doing both. So quote of the week, nobody's going to do your life. Make sure you put your for you. Now, what I'll say about that, you do have some people that do too much life for other people, including some of y'all, me, whoever it may be. Sometimes people rescue and bail us out so much that when it's time to do life for yourself, you're a little nervous, you're a little scared. And so you tend to stay in that one spot, and you're not willing to make that move. It's 2019. You're going to have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable, okay? That may be a quote for some people. You have to get uncomfortable to get comfortable. So if people have been your motivating factors, they have been the ones to tell you, yes, you can do it. That's cool. It's fine. It's nice that we have those people in our corners. But if you don't believe in you more than the people around you believe in you, you'll get started and then you'll stop. So you have to dig deep and figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing, why I'm living life how I'm living, and what I want out of that. All right. So I'm going to write her name just under here, just so I remember. And again, that's going to be what I'm going to reflect on this week. Hey, Tarshell. Hey, Nikki. Hey, everybody. All right, again, so if you are just joining, we are discussing the word that we will be doing in the second quarter. It will be the word bold. Bold will stand for something. Y'all just can't get it until April. I can't give you everything, okay? I also have shown the image that will release on Friday. This will be a part of the bold collection, and we will discuss what bold means on next Monday. So that's going to be that. And then we chose a quote of the week. This is the quote that I'm choosing to use, and people are dropping other quotes inside of the comment section. So make sure you scroll through. If you see something that works for you, add it to your page. You can do more than one quote. It's whatever's going to work and keep you motivated throughout this week. I am more than likely going to put some more quotes on here. I just want to kind of section this off a little bit and see what else I want to add on here. Y'all know I do like adding a little mood tracker on here so I can kind of keep up with what the mood was doing. Let me pull this off screen real quick so I can show you what we did last week. So this was last week. I had the nerve not to date this. What was I doing last week? Hold on, y'all. Let me date this. So yesterday was, hold on, let me pull up the calendar. And let's see. Last week was the 18th through the 24th. I don't know what that was about at all. Anywho, so that was this week, and what I had is think of what you have instead of what you want. So that was the quote that I operated off of last week, and let me tell you, that quote saved my whole life because last week was challenging. I think that was a part of my testing season for quarter one. I think I was tested in every sense of the word: personal, work, life. Yeah, I was tried, but I made it. All right, so we're gonna do a mood tracker. Let's see how we will track this week. And right now, I don't think I had no stickers that are speaking to me and are close enough to me. So, oh, I like that. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. So I think I'm going to, y'all, I don't know. So let me just see. I believe I am going to draw 7 hearts. And they're not going to be equal. I can tell you that now. Just because I know myself. And so the way I will track my mood with these, if I had a great day, I think I'm going to color code these. So yeah, I'm going to color code them. I'll figure out which colors I'm going to do in a second. And so this will be my mood tracker. So we'll have 7 days. And I will put the letter on the inside of the heart for that particular day. Boy, these hearts just all kinds of shapes. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. So I love color coding. So let's figure out what these colors are going to be. We're going to keep it kind of simple and just do 3 colors so I don't have to be all over the place. And what I may have to do, because I didn't think that through, this marker may bleed with the highlighter going over it. However, I need a cheerful color. And then I need a, like, yeah, I ain't feeling it color. So, well, blue, I mean, I don't like saying blue is sad, but we just gonna say just to make it easy, blue is like sad. Pink is like yay, and then yellow is like meh. Okay, so that's what we're going to, matter of fact, let me make it easy and just do all Tombow markers. And so we'll do the color code. And let's do, the pink is going to be happy. This yellow is going to be meh. or not feeling it, or just kind of like bland a little bit. And then the blue is pretty much like I was sad or I wasn't feeling it, okay? So that's going to be the colors for my mood tracker. And so today was just like a half and half day. So this is how I am going to track this today. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't where I would have liked it, okay? So that's how I'll track that. Y'all see how quick that was? You don't have to make it a science project. If you were feeling all three, you would just put in all three. If you were just feeling one, you would put one. And that's that. You can kind of keep going on about life. You don't have to sit and harbor over it. But if you wanted to do something a little different and you're like, okay, my mood was a little funky, but I want to write about it, then you just flip over, create a page, and you write a journal prompt about how you were feeling that day. If you need that broken down a little bit more, you would write what your mood was for the day. Let's see. Hold on, y'all. I got to pull this off screen sometimes because I start writing journal entries and I didn't have it tagged off. Okay. I've actually already written in my journal today, but I like to kind of give examples when I am doing stuff for you all. So we said today my mood was these two colors. I already know that I'm doing a mood entry, so I don't necessarily have to write my mood, but I could put something like how I'm feeling today was, and that could start the page. So let's do the date. So this isn't necessarily a sad entry. If it was a sad entry, I would not put the date, but this is kind of like a up and down day. So I'm cool with putting the date on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and write the date however I would like to write it on here. You don't have to do all the extra fancy stuff, y'all. If you just want to write regular, so be it. But remember, I'm pretty much known for like creative journaling, and that's where I like to add extra elements. It makes me want to actually come back and look at my journal. Even if it has some not so good moments in it, I can at least be like, well, at least I did something halfway cute in here, even if I wasn't feeling it. And so then I'll decide, do I want a border? Do I not? I like borders, so we are going to do a little border. This gray mild liner is my favorite highlighter. I do have these linked in the description. This is by Zebra. So it's March. We know today is the 25th. So I'm going to just go in and write the 25th. It's up to you if you want to add the year. I don't necessarily have to add the year for that, for this particular book, because this journal is literally the first quarter. This is January through March. This is the amount of pages I have left. This will be finished by the end of the week. So I know that this is a 2019 journal, and pretty much each quarter I will have a journal. So by the end of the year, I will have 4 full personal journals completed. All right, so that's my little border, nothing major. And we know that we are tracking mood. If you want to write this because you're like, oh, I know this is about my mood, you can write the word mood if you want to. If you want to make it look like you did bubble letters and you want to outline it, just take a broad tip of a highlighter or a marker that is not a permanent marker, put it on your page, and then you can go around it with a darker pen, and that's going to give you the shadowing effect or the outline effect. And then if you want to shadow it, you'll take a highlighter or another marker and go behind it. Oh, I don't even remember which video that was with the borders. Girl, I have to go through and look for that. I'll probably do another live where we can do some borders together. Because I feel like that was that this month? If it wasn't this month, it was definitely in February. I know it wasn't January. Because I feel like that was one of our random videos where we was just doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Okay. And so on your mood page, if you want to liven it up or make it a little light because you know part of your day was like, ugh, I wasn't feeling it, You could actually draw some little emoji faces. And I believe I can kind of show y'all that. Freestyled a little bit. I usually go to the doodle guide to get a little inspiration when it comes to those faces and stuff. But I think I can actually possibly, I'm actually do the moods right here inside of the O. I believe I can do it a little bit. All right, so we know that's just a little simple happy face. And then with me, the whole meh movement can be me kind of rolling my eyes a little bit. Like I said, it wasn't necessarily that I was sad or anything. I just had some little pitfalls where I'm like, man. So all right, so that's some little faces right there. Nothing serious. Just some little lines, some curves, and all of that. Oh, no, I can show you some little stuff in a second. And so we know that Pink was happy. If you want to just go through and do the little extra, you could take this because, you know, that was that little happy part. Because we already decided what those colors were going to be. And then we know this was that way. And then you go in and you decide what you want to write. And I can just start my little prompt. Today was. And then I would expand on it. And I'll tell y'all when I write, again, I don't typically always do the whole Dear Diary thing. So I may start writing right here. And then a lot of times I will write a word bigger, smaller, just to change the dynamics of the way my page looks. So let's just say I'm going to do a little journal entry about going to the post office. So this right here is going to be a faux journal entry. This is going to be a real journal entry. Well, it's not faux because I did go to the post office for real. But let me just show you how to do a simple journal entry about something you did, right? Because these are things that you can actually write in your journal. Again, we don't want everything to be the not so good moments in our journal. We want things to still show all aspects of our life, be descriptive. So when you're reading it, it's almost like you could see what you're doing. And so this is that. Let me see if I have a sticker I would want to add in here. That's where the creative elements would come in your journal entry. If you say, I can't draw, well, a lot of us buy from several sticker shops. So you can use that. And what did I say? I went to the post office. All right, so I filled the orders yesterday. So if you ordered and you're on here, they are already shipped out. Both batches are shipped out to you. Okay, so let's say you don't want to write the date out. We just gonna use the numbers. Why is glitter? What is, oh, this is the pen. I'm like, y'all, why do I have glitter? It's time for me to get a whole nother pen, y'all. This pen has done everything that it's gonna do. All right, so it's the 25th. And then in this case, if you want to write the 19th, you can. All right, so we said I went to the post office. I might do a big today. I dropped off my customer orders. And some of my stuff is grammatically incorrect, okay? When I journal, I probably journal how I talk. Oh, wow, that was fast, Vivian. Awesome. Okay, so today I dropped off my customer orders. And then we might say, there was no traffic. And then you can put and it's literally stuff like this that I do. The weather was beautiful. After leaving the post office. And I'm telling y'all, sometimes my handwriting does start shifting like this. It starts off real cool, and then at the end, I'm like, whatever. After leaving the post office, I headed back home for my midday nap. Y'all do schedule naps. All right. So in that, I'm going to be a little extra. I do have nap time stickers. If you are a shop and you have nap time stickers, you may want to let me know, because I am the type of person that will literally buy up some nap stickers because I scheduled naps, okay? And like, you thought I was playing, y'all? Don't nobody play. I be serious about these nap stickers, okay? So I scheduled me a little nap. So that was the nap in there. So we said the weather was nice. If you wanted to be a little extra with that, you might put the little sun over here. So all creative journaling, honestly, y'all, is pulling out some stickers, some doodles, going blast from the past. Stuff you used to do in the past. Take a little yellow. And then, I don't know if y'all was extra when you was younger and you put why did I put orange back in the day? What was orange? What did that do? Like, I don't ever remember seeing no orange rays on the sun. But I insist on putting some little orange right there. And that's it, y'all. This is a journal entry. It's about absolutely nothing. Like today I dropped off my customer orders. It should have been customers, but whatever. There was no traffic. The weather was beautiful. After leaving the post office, I headed back home for my midday nap. Like, ain't that an easy journal entry? So when y'all be like, I can't journal, I'm like, girl, baby girl, like, seriously. And then if you real extra, you just put that little blue skyline right there. And that's it. I don't really do anything else. You don't have to do anything else. And that's a journal entry. So these are things like if you are new to using a journal, start where you are. Start small, just so you get in a habit of writing something. All those stickers you have sitting in the house. Yeah, I was going to use my sticker with the card, but I'm hoarding. Fee don't make these anymore from Gold Mine and Coco. So I be trying to hold on to those. So, and then if I wanted to, because I sent y'all some Happy Mail, I could take this sticker with the Happy Mail and she could go somewhere up here, because that was what I did. I dropped off Happy Mail to people. Okay, so with that, you don't have to buy a thicker journal. What you can do is you can take cardstock. Don't spend money you don't have to. If you want to buy a journal later, that's fine. But if you've already started and you want to finish that journal, you're going to take paper like this and you're going to layer it. And you add that in, and then you can journal on top of that. You can take washi tape, your stickers. A lot of sticker books have those big pieces. That was country. Those square and rectangle. Probably not in this book, just because I'm trying to prove a point. When you're trying to prove a point, it don't work. But for example, let's just say this was a sticker that you wanted to put down. You could put your cardstock down. They come in packs. cut in various sizes. I know Hobby Lobby has them. I believe Michael's has them, but they're pre-cut, different colors. They come in color schemes. And so you can put that down. So that would work in journals that have a little bit of thinner paper. And then even with that, you can use like your Crayola markers, fine line pens, stuff like that. I would not say get rid of it. There's always a way to make your journals work for you. Yeah, so girl, pull that out. Shop your stash before you go buy all that stuff. So yeah, you can do that. You can put cards in your journal. For example, we talked about writing letters to ourselves. This is actually a card. Not that I'm opening it, but that's a card that you can put. So there are so many ways to make your journal work for you. So yeah, I'll be filling that in about what my mood was, why it was like it was. I actually wrote a little bit about it earlier, but this was kind of like a sample page to show y'all what y'all could do. This was an easy breezy journal prompt. So this will be kind of considered a good moment, right? So let's just say you said, I just wrote this long, not so good entry, and I just wish I had something different. If you did something quick and to the point, boom, you have a variety in one day. Okay, so that's that, and this was our bold page. So you see how quick journal pages can actually develop if you're just going as we go. We did a Monday motivation page. We decided that we would write about a mood. And then we have a today thing. Now, the other day on live, I showed y'all how we could start writing. We could start creating. I took it off screen, y'all, because I'm trying to find it. A goal. So I pre-prepped this for this particular week. So you see, I already have it. I did that the other day. And so I went ahead and filled it in. So before, the only thing that was on here was I had this and that and these little stickers and that. And then I went in and said, okay, this is my goal for the week. So what I would suggest is creating a goal page for this week. Since we're already going to go into next quarter, being bold about our goals, try it out this week. Write 1 to 2 goals that you want to accomplish for the week. My goal is focusing on fitness. I can still break other goals down if I wanted to on this side because I left this a little blank. So if there was something for work and there was something for self-care, I can still create a goal on this page, and we can actually do that now. And what I will do, if I have a piece near me, y'all, yeah, I'm just pulling out extra paper. This was put in something somebody sent me as Happy Mail. So you can take little stuff like this. Stuff like this can go in your journal. So we're going to do that. We're going to take, yeah, I know I love some black paper. So, Sushi, I used to do, I'm different with journals. Some journals I write on the back of the pages. Some journals I don't. It just depends on the mood I'm in when I start that journal. It's just it's preference, right? Some people don't like writing on the back of the pages. So again, some journals I write on the back of the pages. Some journals I don't. I have even done journals where I write this way, then I'll turn the journal around if it's a not so good moment and write upside down. So even when I'm flipping, it would just take a whole lot for me to read the not so good journal moment. So yeah, it varies. All right, so we're gonna washi tape this in, and we're gonna make this a continuation of our goals for this week. It's just one part will be for work, and the other part will be for self-care. So yeah, again, that is a way that you can do your journals. If you don't want to always look at your not so good moments, but you want to get them out, flip your journal the other way around. You can flip it upside down, or you can kind of do it like we did this to the side, if that doesn't bother you. For some people, I know like everything has to go the same way. It took me a little bit to get to that point. I used to be that way where it just all had to go the same way, and then life happened and I was like, yeah, some things can change. All right, so this is washi. I'm just putting some washi to hold it down. This is an X-Acto knife. I don't necessarily need it. And forgive me, I can't remember the shop that this comes from. I know some of y'all are planner gurus. What is this shop? I don't want to name it wrong. So I'm going to put that in, and you can always take different. Exactly, Tarshell. Life got flipped, turned upside down. And then when it's time to turn the right side up, we can't even read it correctly because it's not time to read it anymore. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little hodgepodge effect to this little thing. All right, and this little puppy is going to be for my self-care. Hold on, y'all. Let me slide back for a second. Oh, I had to grab me some little tape real quick because this little puppy going to keep lifting up. So, all right. So just tape that down a little bit. And again, we're going to let this one be for self-care. And I'm going to write on this, all about me. And I don't know what that goal is going to be right now, so y'all not going to get that written down live. And then the next one is going to be work. So let me find one of my white pens. I do need to invest in some. No, matter of fact, I'm going to do this yellow one. I need to invest in some more Milky Pops because my white ones are going out. All right, and then I can just section this off. And I'm going to let this be about my work. Like my work goal. Yeah, for sure. I got to buy some more of these pens because they are giving me the blues. All right, so I know. Oh, God, they have an attitude. I need this to write like. I mean, it's right. I know y'all can see it right, but it's doing something real funky right now. So this will be work. And so y'all know I said I'll be releasing new items. Oh yeah, this pen is being real rude. All right, so that's work. I'm gonna find a sticker that's gonna go down for work. And I have one goal in mind. Yeah, I'll be releasing stuff, but I'm not gonna write that goal because you can't always put everything in the atmosphere in front of everybody because everybody ain't for you. So that will be a lesson for me to tell y'all too. It's okay to be transparent, but still be careful with everything you put out while you are putting stuff in motion. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. And so we got work to do right here. And so that's going to be right there. And then if you have some more of the pens that write on dark paper, you can add a little extra if you want to. If not, you can be done. So remember, the goal is going to go right here. I just can't write it on screen with you all. You know, Tarshell, is part of the process. It just comes with life. It comes with business. It comes with adventures in life. And you just have to, if you believe in God, pray a prayer of covering over you and the things that you desire to do. All right, so for some people like that want to see what kind of border I would do, y'all know I love the dash border. It's so easy. I call it like stitch borders. You are so silly. Tell me, can somebody build you a Michaels? You do not need that Michaels by your job. No, ma'am. Okay. So that's my little stitch border. I love stitch borders. It's one of the easiest borders you'll ever be able to do. So if you are new to adding borders to your pages, I would encourage you to start there. And then I'm going to write the word journal, jot, and jive right here. All right. Okay, so now when you're writing your goal, you want to make sure that you're specific with your goal. So I want to work out daily. That's a specific goal. Drink minimum 2 water bottles per day, though I know I need to drink more. However, there's still, I'm still specific in what I need to do, because you can say drink more water, and then that's like drink how much more water? You just drinking a sip, because that's more water, right? So you want to be really specific in your goal, and then adding the task, right? So the task is to drink a minimum of 2 water bottles per day. That's the task. The task right here is work out daily. And then this is just, you know, a little more motivation, get uncomfortable to get comfortable. Right here, all about me. We just have to figure out what that goal about me. I can tell you what it's going to be. Shampoo hair. Let me just stop playing. Shampoo hair. The end. Yeah, literally. And I do in my journal, right, like I talk, shampoo hair girl. Shampoo hair. And I know in, you know, grammatical ways it should say shampoo your hair girl, but I would be like shampoo hair girl. Like, it just is what it is, okay? So I would also encourage in your journal, write how you talk, so that you're really being honest, and you're writing how you feel, right? When you start acting like you're writing an essay to turn in, you're not about to be real honest with yourself. If you start, I mean, and sometimes I do go back and scratch out because I done spelled some stuff wrong, but not always. Start writing first, correct later. If you're pausing too much to make sure that it makes sense and it sounds good, then you're not going to write how you really feel. Ooh, girl. You know, I don't get braids anymore. I used to get braids, and when it was time to take them out, chop my hair all the way back off. Makes no sense. Be like, I'm getting braids to grow my hair. Girl. And would literally cut my hair right back off. I'm the queen of grow a little, cut back off. You do not need any more washi tape. Like, I had enough washi tape for probably everybody on here. Okay, so these are my goals. So we have created a goal page. And that's that. So we have created tonight a total of, pause for the cause. Hold on. Yeah, because there was one page that I could not turn. Let me do a paper clip right here. And then I think I can turn everything else after that. Yep, I can. Hold on. Okay, yeah, and I can't turn backwards, but I did fill in that weekly recap page on the other side, but it's filled in, so y'all can't see it. But this is the goal. So we said the beginning of the week, we need to set a goal or a few goals that we want to accomplish. I already did a journal entry in between that page. And then we said we have to do our Monday motivation, because we need something that's going to keep the momentum for the week going and something to reflect back to. So we said we're going to be bold. We got to get prepared for second quarter. And it's time to get bold in the task that we want to do. We need to revisit our vision board if we created one. So we're going to get bold. We're going to be bold about accepting the things that we did do and even the things that we did not do. And we're going to be honest in why we were able to accomplish and why we were not. Then we said we're going to find a quote of the week that works for us. And then if you opt to, you're going to do a mood tracker. And let's see. So if you just want to know what this stands for, you can put something that says my mood. So we created that. And then we said, okay, if I want to do a daily thing today and I want to write why my mood affected me like it did, I'm going to write that. And I'm going to be descriptive. Even when you're talking about your mood, what role did you play in that mood? Did somebody else play a role in your mood? And what could you have done differently? Those are ways that you can break down a journal entry. And then we said, oh, if we want a light and airy type of journal entry, I showed you how you can create a super light and airy journal entry. So that's that. before we jump off, we have like 10 more minutes. So I'm going to give a couple of suggestions for closing out your journal for this month. I would highly suggest doing the quarter recap. We talked about a weekly recap. We do those every week. You'll still create your weekly recap page in here, but you want to do a quarter recap. And within that quarter recap, honestly, that's probably going to be that should probably be a 2 to 4 page journal entry if you're being super descriptive. And in that, you want to write what did not work. You're still going to use that same method with the traffic light. If you do not know what I mean by the traffic light, this is what I have in my store now. I do have some that do not have dolls if people are just interested in the regular sheets. But what the recap method means is I'm going to look at everything like a traffic light. I'm going to say what did not work, what needs adjusting, where do I need to slow down and figure some things out. And then green was like, listen, it was the bomb, it's working. I got to keep doing that because it's getting me to where I want to be in those 3 areas of my life. Those 3 areas are going to be your family and friends. It's going to be self-care, and it's going to be work. You can also probably have 4 areas. Finances, that's another area that many people are focused on, and fitness. So it's probably more areas than 3, okay? But either way it goes, each of those areas, you're going to use the traffic light concept to write what did not work, what needs adjusting, and what worked. And then you're going to be honest. So after you do that recap, you're going to start setting your goals for quarter 2 if you haven't already. I've already started setting some of my goals. I already have what I wanted to do on the board. So I'm really pulling those things and shifting them into my journal so that I can see them. So these are things that you will probably work on throughout the entire week. That's how you'll build your journal entries for this week. So for most people, the end of the quarter will be a heavy journal moment for them if you're really being intentional about moving ahead in the things that you want to do. So are there any questions? There's no wrong question when it comes to using a journal. Do you have any questions about materials to use? Is there a perfect time to write? I can answer that for you. No, you can write at any point in life. Morning, noon, night. It does not matter. I know a lot of people, I think, feel like the only time I'm supposed to write in a journal is nighttime. That's a myth. You do not have to keep one journal. You can have several journals. You can have a motivational journal where you only write motivational quotes. That's still journal moments. And I think, y'all, I have covered everything. We have 7 minutes. I will stay for the 7 minutes. That's one of my goals for quarter 2 is to stay on for an hour and end. I need to get my time management together. So those are the goals. But yeah, so again, y'all, this was my first quarter journal. You see how thick it is? It's literally almost done. And I actually enjoyed. This is my first time trying this brand journal. I am going to order another one. Exactly. Like, I don't care where I am. I will find a way to write a journal moment, even within a planner. You can journal in your planner. I probably wouldn't suggest the most personal moments in a journal. I mean, in a planner, if it's a planner that you keep at work often and people get a little comfortable touching your stuff and you have to pop them on their hand, you know, that type stuff, I probably wouldn't keep my most personal things. But I have in the past talked about keeping a work related type journal, which is really good when it's time to change a job or to apply for a higher position within your company. You kind of have a record log of what you've been doing, because if you've been on a job for a long time, 5-10 years, you really don't remember everything you've done over those years. Even though you're like, I'll remember. No, you won't. Trust me. You'll remember some things, but you won't remember that extra thing that could get you the job over the next person. So that would be a suggestion as well. Journal about those moments. And especially when you accomplish something at work, celebrate it. Yes, work journals are the bomb. And what made me do a work journal recently was when it was time for me to look for another job after doing hair for so long. And I was like, so I know I've done a lot, and I know that it can compute to other areas and other jobs, but I was like, I don't remember. So I really had to backpedal, and that is not a comfortable feeling, y'all. Trust me, it's not. So that could be something to put on your quarter two, is to look at your resume. Can I revamp my resume? If you know that one of your quarter two goals is to apply for another job, then you may want to start looking at your job descriptions and how they fit and what you have done. You know, like when your boss asked you to do that extra thing that wasn't a part of your job title, but you did it, so it needs to go on your resume. So like, don't undersell yourself. If you've done something, you need to include it in your resume where it needs to go. Yeah, y'all, it's time to be bold. Get ready to be bold. I'm going to push y'all a little, probably past some of your comfort zones. I'm going to push myself as well. It's not always comfortable, but there's a lot of people sitting on here that probably have some amazing ideas, and you're seeing people, quote unquote, implement your idea, but you didn't move. So it's time to move, so you can stop saying that somebody stole something that they didn't. It's time to walk in your purpose. If you have a passion, you got to do it. Again, like we said before, what's our quote? Nobody's going to do your life for you. So it is time to start doing your life like you want to see it done. And we have to stop doing the woe me syndrome. And, you know, like I said, I'll say it all the time. I typically will end on Mondays with this. Monday didn't do it to you. Your attitude did. Once you start changing your attitude, you will see different things shift in your life, not only at work, but in your life. So I enjoyed y'all this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I know some of y'all are like, oh, that is just so annoying when they ask us to hit the thumbs up and they ask us to subscribe. Well, here's the thing. I do this because I love it, but I also do it for income, okay? This is a second form of income, and I'm not afraid to say it. So that like button that you push, that thumbs up, helps to keep me in a rotation for YouTube. So yeah, I've never been afraid to ask for stuff. It's either yes or no. Again, be bold, y'all. Be bold in the things that you want. So if this was your first time and you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, so every time I post, you are in the know. Tammy, this, I have it in my link in the description. You can get this from Amazon. So check my description link. You should see Scribbles That Matter. And it's on Amazon. That's where I get mine. I'm so excited, y'all. I'm trying to decide my next color. I'm leaning toward a periwinkle. I was thinking about pink, but I'm not really a pink girl. So I can't wait. But y'all see how chunky it's getting? I like it. Y'all be getting excited about little stuff. And so yeah, this journal has a band to keep it closed. It has a pin loop, and it also has two page markers. So if you want to mark something in the back and you want to mark something in the front. Thank you, V. Robinson. You also have this belongs to. Why I never wrote my name, who knows. And then you also have an index. So if you want to actually mark certain pages that you want to keep up with, you would put it in here. And you get several pages of indexes. I don't really use them like that because I don't use this in the bullet journal form. There's actually a method to it. So that's that, y'all. All right. I enjoyed y'all. Scribbles That Matter. Brave Enough was the book. Remember, this does have a little bit of explicit language. So if that ain't your thing, scoot past that. Write in your journal tonight. You are so worth it, and your pages will not judge you. So have an amazing night, and I will see y'all later.